In Algebra section 1-3, we're dealing with order of operations. Now this is a very important one that you're going to be using in every part of your mathematics. In fact, when you're taking those testings, the ITA testings, your SAT testings, this is where they're going to try to trick you. So you have to get to the point where the order of operations becomes natural. And in class we're going to discuss some shortcuts. There's some sayings that you can do to memorize it, but I'm going to break it down so that you can understand how to what it says. Basically, the order of operations tells you in an equation, this is what you do first. So this is the most important to, it's not like it's less important, it's just these are the most essential you need to do first, and then you move on down the ladder. So the first thing you need to do, like we did in the last section, is we need to focus on these parentheses. Okay? Parentheses come first. Then after the parentheses, you focus on any powers. Are there any powers? From there, we're going to do multiplication and division left to right. Okay? And then we're going to do addition and subtraction left to right as well. For example, this says 3x squared plus 1. So let's solve this. Okay? It says when x equals 4. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in. So 3 times 4 squared plus 1. Now that squared only applies to the x. Okay? And it's basically telling me to first do what I need to do. Now I put this parentheses in, but it says here, so we need a grouping power and symbols first. So this is telling me this goes first. Okay? So 4 times 4 is 16 plus 1. Okay? Now I have to do this. Okay? So this is second. 3 times 16, which is 48, plus 1. Then I do addition and subtraction last. Okay? So this is 49. So powers was first. Then second is multiplication and division, right? Because I have to choose between multiplication or addition. But addition and subtraction are last. So I have to make sure to do that last. So go ahead and pause this. Pause this and write it down. Don't forget to do the vocabulary as well. And I have one more board and we're done. Alright, this is asking us to evaluate, okay, from left to right. Now, what we're going to do, these are all, sometimes they erase. My apologies, guys. This is 8. This is 8. Okay, so it says evaluate from here. Now, this has no powers. This has no parentheses. So basically, I'm just looking for multiplication and division and addition and subtraction. Which one comes first? Now, look back and see. It should be your multiplication goes first. So what I need to do before I do anything else is multiply this together. Okay, so 16 plus 4 times 2 is 8 minus 3. Okay, now I have an addition and subtraction and they're both on the same level. So how do I know which one does first? Well, if you look, it says from left to right. Okay, so that means the left side goes first. Alright, so what do we do here? We go from this 16 plus 8, which is 24, and then I go ahead and subtract 3. Finally, this is my last one, 24 minus 3, which gives me 21. So again, it's left to right. When we're doing addition and subtraction, left to right, and then, multiplication, division, left to right, and then addition and subtraction, left to right. The last one is evaluate. This is telling me to go ahead and first we're going to do multiplication. Well, first we have a power, so this goes first. So now I'm going to do 7 times 4 over 8 plus 49, because 7 squared, 7 times 7, 49 minus 1. Then I'm going to do multiplication. 7 times 4 is 28, all over 8 plus 49 minus 1. Okay? Think of these as two different problems. Okay? Because what this looks like is actually this. 7 times 4 divided by 8 plus 7 squared minus 1. That's what it looks like. That's the same thing. So I'm going to first solve this parentheses and then I'll solve this one. So I'm going to solve the top, which I did, and now the bottom. But this is, again, you have plus and a minus. Which one do I do first? Left to right. So 8 plus 49. 8 plus 49. It's not giving me the right one. Sorry, guys. 57. So 28 over 57. I still have to continue writing it. Minus 1. Okay, I did this. Then I do this, which gives me 28 over 56. Okay? Now, I have 28 over 56. I could end like this, or I can simplify. I need to simplify. So 28, both 28 and 56 can go into 7, right? So 28 divided by 7 and 56 divided by 7. 28 divided by 7 is 4, and 56 divided by 7 is 8. Okay, can I simplify that more? Alright, let's simplify it again. 4 divided by, this is divided by 4. These both can go into 4, so this gives me 1 over 2. So it is 1/2. See how I did there? I simplified it twice. You don't have to be able to simplify it all the way through. You can keep simplifying it just until you get a number that you can no longer simplify. So go ahead and try this. Pause the video, write it down, and I will see you in class.